So, you want to be a YouTuber, streamer, or some person who does game recordings. Well, good for you for having that ambition to want to do this. But before you go and start, you know, buying all the equipment and all this other stuff, I just want to give you my thoughts from my experience so far being a small YouTuber content creator on this platform. Now, I do not have a lot of the equipment that other people have, because it can be very expensive, especially if you want good stuff. I got a crappy mic from Walmart from a head that's equipped to a headset, and that was like 20 something bucks. I mean, the one thing that I want you guys who are thinking about doing this to understand is that one, it's not easy to become a big or successful streamer. I have like 302 videos on my channel. Okay, I do not get paid for any single one of them because I do not meet YouTube's partnership program. I do not have monetization, and monetization is not easy. You have a list of requirements to uphold. The first one being at least 500 subscribers, and then you have to have an additional view time of a certain amount. I can't remember the amount on the top of my head. It's hard because you're going to be a small person. You're starting from level 0, ground 0. Now, if you're famous somewhere else and you start, of course you're going to take off faster because you've already built the following. You've already built, people know you, all right? But if you're like me, you start from nothing, it's going to be difficult. I truly do believe that everybody has their moment where they do gain a lot of traction, kind of blow up, but not everybody gets that at the same time. There are some people who have the equipment, who have the skills, the voice, whatever you want to say. They're funny, they're entertaining, they get that from day one, and they get found pretty quickly. Unfortunately, the reality is most of us don't get found quickly, if found at all. It's not easy. I stream games, I do a whole lot of other stuff, and I can see people coming in, and sometimes I do a video and the video does great, I'll get a lot of views. But the thing that you don't understand is views do not mean you're guaranteed subscribers. Views just mean someone looked at it for an X amount of time. They could have clicked off too. You can look at analytics and stuff like that into YouTube and see how many. Having people view it doesn't mean they're going to like, and it sure as heck doesn't mean they're going to comment something on your videos. It's not easy to get people to engage with you. I stream, as I've said, and I see the stream number. Usually it stays at 1 because I'm moderating my own chat, but sometimes you see the number go up. That 1 becomes a 2. I've had a highest of, I believe, 12 people at once, which isn't a big number, but it's big for me. It's the biggest that I've ever done. I was really proud of it. The thing is, though, like, you have 12 people, and you'd expect people to talk, but people don't always talk. Some people just watch, and that's okay. No shame for them, and it's not the end of the world. It's just, I want you to realize something. If there is one word I could use to describe being a small content creator, especially on this platform right now, from my experience, the perfect word that I would choose is lonely. It's very lonely. Now, I am fortunate enough to have a subscriber, when they come into my streams, they do chat with me. It means it means a lot to me because it just feels good to know that I'm not talking to nobody. Someone's out there, someone's listening, and it makes me feel not alone. But when you see 12 people and they're watching you, that number goes up, you get excited. It's the feeling that it never stops feeling good, always feels great. But, just because there's people in your stream watching you doesn't mean they're chatting with you. And of course, that number fluctuates. I've had moments where I'm streaming, I get 3 people coming in, and then sometimes they immediately bounce out, in and out, quick. And then sometimes they stay with me, and then they leave. And you look at that, you look at your views on videos, and you wonder, like, you start to question yourself. You start to question why did this do well? Why did that not do well? Do people like this? Do they not like this? You start to have so many what ifs and whys and so many other questions. And the reality of that is it doesn't do you any favors, because at the end of the day, when you start asking yourself so many questions like that, you start to self-doubt yourself. You start to think, oh, it's because I'm not a good gamer. It's because I'm not funny. It's because XYZ and so and so. You start to think that you'll never make it. You start looking and you start seeing, you think you're plateauing, which means you're not getting any traction. Viewer counts not like going up or down. It's just stagnant. And that feels bad because you found something, but you don't understand why it's not working anymore. And that just keeps feeding into that negativity, that side that people don't talk about. I'm not here to metaphorically take a big dump on your dreams. I'm not here to say, like, you shouldn't be a streamer or gamer or YouTuber or whatever you want to be. I want you to realize that it is not as easy as just hitting record and pushing publish. It's not as easy as hitting go on that stream. It's not that easy for people to come in. Now, some people, they do get it easy. Some people get lucky. And not gonna lie, anybody can get lucky. I always believe that the world distributes talent evenly, but it doesn't distribute opportunity evenly. There's no telling when you might get found. You could be one of the lucky ones, but statistically, you're not. Statistically, many of us small creators either don't get found or it takes forever. It takes forever for us to find our audience. And I just want you guys to know that that's okay. It's okay to not blow up immediately. In fact, I think it's better for you to not blow up immediately, because if you get popular too quickly, I think it goes to people's heads. And if you know what it's like to metaphorically claw and dig your nails in for every single viewer and subscriber, every single like and comment, how difficult it is, then you'll be a lot more humble. You realize that this is not as easy as people make it out to be. Everybody thinks, I'm gonna be the next PewDiePie, I'm gonna be the next Markiplier, I'm gonna be the next someone, Asmongold, whoever you look up to, I don't know. It's not easy. And making money isn't easy either. Like I said, you have to meet standards to get into the partnership program. And for me, my experience is not everyone else's, but getting subscribers is difficult. You can get viewers. Viewers don't always correlate subscribers. It doesn't always correlate. A like won't always mean a comment is on a video. I just want you guys to know that it's lonely starting out from the bottom, starting out from zero is very lonely. Some days are really hard, and I'm not gonna lie, there's times when I really want to give up, times when I really want to cry, like right now. You know, it's not that I'm feeling low, it's just that I'm getting into feelings, and I'm not good with that. It's not easy being a nobody, especially when you have dreams and aspirations of being somebody. Nobody wants to just be. Not every one of us wants to blow up, you know, like be super famous, you know. Me, my goal is simple. I just want to get monetized, earn a little bit of money, and to give back to the community, as I was once a viewer. I was once a viewer of popular channels, and popular channels, they were always there for me when I was down, always there for me when I was low, and cheered me up. They always made me feel better, and I always wanted someone to feel that way about watching my content. I always wanted to be the person who was there for people, you know. I had dreams of people like going through the worst day ever just to turn on something of mine and feel even the slightest bit better. That's my goal. It's not a good goal, but it's my goal, you know. My best advice for you is, because it's not always easy, especially when you're starting from scratch, just starting out, you know, you're most likely not going to make money. And statistically, like I said, you're not going to get super lucky right off the bat to get a whole bunch of people. Like I said, I got 302-ish videos, and I only have 73 subscribers. Now, that's nothing to scoff at. You know, people hear 73 and they laugh. They think that's not much. Let me put this into perspective for you. 73 people thought I was worthy of receiving a subscribe. 73 individuals gave a chance on me. When you put it into that perspective, it's a lot. I'm very grateful and thankful for each and every one of those subscribers. The thing with subscribers also is, just because they're subscribed doesn't mean they're going to be obligated or show up to whatever you do. Some people subscribe and they never come back. Like I said, it's very lonely. It's very lonely. It's very frustrating. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't go into here thinking you're gonna make bank. My best advice for you is, don't be like me. Don't go into being a YouTuber without like an actual job to help sustain you. Get a job that pays decent, be something, you know, something to keep you afloat. Because YouTube is not, the money isn't guaranteed. Alright? 1 week you could do super well. The next week you could do terribly. And for people who are starting out, just doing it, you know, the thing with that is, it's not sustainable. At least with an actual job, you have a guaranteed, like, set money that you're bringing in to the table. Set money that can keep you afloat, can fund what you want to do on this platform, whether it's like buy the newest games, do something, get more equipment, stuff like that. You know, I don't have the equipment. I can't spare the money. But I really want you guys to know that if you guys want to become a YouTuber, streamer, Twitch person, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to do, whether it's gaming or not gaming, whether it's vlogging, doing shorts, you know, whatever you do, whatever you choose to do or want to do, I say go for it. It's just be smart about it. Be smart, you know. Have a job that can support you, because you're gonna need it. Stuff in this world isn't cheap, especially with times today. It's not cheap. You're gonna need that money. You gotta realize that, you know, basic common sense with social media. You're putting stuff out there for everyone to see. So keep yourself in a dignified manner. That's rich coming from me. I curse, but cursing's me, and I keep it how I am. Cursing isn't all that bad. I'm talking about, like, don't say anything hateful. Don't like promote things that you shouldn't promote. Don't be a scum, is what I mean. What I also want you to realize is this changes people. You know, some people, they get it big, and popularity, fame, and power, it's like a drink. You know, some people, they can handle their liquor, and some people, they just fly off the bar stool. And I want you to realize that, like, it does change people, and you should never forget where you come from. That's why I really say it's like good to not blow up immediately. Because if you blow up immediately and then you like fall off, as people say, like you lose traction, okay? I guarantee it's gonna hit you a lot harder than if you were slowly going up and up and up and up. Both suck. Honestly, both are terrible. I don't want any of them any way for either you or for me. But honestly, it does happen. It happens. It's gonna hurt. You may cry. You may get emotional. You may get angry. You may feel a lot of things. It's normal. It's normal because no one wants that to happen. It sucks. It's a process. It's a process that will take as much time as it needs. And even if you don't blow up, you can still work on who you are while you do this. You can work on things that you're not good with. Talking to a microphone, you know, talking to a camera if you're doing it by camera, learning how to be funnier, learning how to be more entertaining. Be like me, learn how to edit better on like Share Factory if you're doing it the way I do it with PS5, recording games on my PS5. There's gonna be days where it's really hard. It's gonna be days where you don't feel like doing anything. Feel like giving up. No, I gave up one day. And if it weren't for people, I would have stayed gone. I would have never come back. I came back. And I'm happy that I did come back when I did. Don't ever feel pressured into feeling you have to upload every single day. At the end of the day, we're all humans behind the screen. We all feel, we all have our good moments and bad moments. So if there's ever a day where you just can't do it, don't push yourself to make content that you don't want to make. If you don't feel like recording a video, don't record a video that day. Come back when you're ready to make that video. If you want to change something up, don't be afraid to change it. Don't put yourself inside of a box that you feel you have to be in. Branch out. You know, it's not always good because like some people may not like it, but at the end of the day, the one thing that I'm going to tell you that's the realest thing is people come and go. Subscribers come and go. The only person who stays with your channel is you. You have to stay with your channel. You're the only person who's going to be here every day, every second of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year. So why not make it something you enjoy doing? I play horror games because I love horror games. I play other games too because sometimes I feel bored playing a horror game. I do shorts because shorts are a good way of getting out to people. It's the newest, highest thing, but sometimes I don't always like to make a short. I like to do it old school, like old Markiplier. I guess that's how I would describe it. And if you keep at this, you're going to get somewhere. I guarantee you that you will get somewhere with this. Now, am I saying you're going to be the next big person? Probably not. And I don't mean that in a hateful way at all. You're probably not going to be the next hottest thing for everybody. Not going to be that PewDiePie, not going to be that Markiplier. You could be, but it's possible. It's just very unlikely. And I don't mean for this video to be me making your dreams crash. It's not at all what I want. I just want you to be prepared, because much like life, it doesn't always work the way that everyone wants it to. It's not always perfect. Roads aren't always smooth. Roads have potholes, they have cracks, they got bumps, and some roads are paved while others are not. Sometimes you just gotta pave your own road. And it's not easy to pave a road. It's a tough, grueling process, much like crawling and climbing. This hobby, this job, however you want to do it. I'm sorry if I sound emotional. I'm not good with doing deep talks. I don't ask you to sub. I don't ask you to leave a like or comment. What I want you to do is listen to this video, especially when you're low and when you don't know what to do. being a YouTuber, being a streamer, being a content creator. I want you to take this video. I want you to listen to it.
How much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think.
Whenever you're down and wherever you're low,
Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we
you're
were
gonna
just
have
playing
bad
his
days.
game, then
You're gonna have really great days too.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think.
When those days come, I can't tell you.
Maybe you're right.
I can't predict the future. None of us can predict the future,
something special about that sword?
Well,
but we can prepare for it.
used it to identify the
And
message
that's what I hope
it originally.
this video does for somebody.
A kingly gift from his
I hope it prepares
to
you
suit his highness and his keen aptitude for magic. That
for when you want to take that leap, or if you've already taken that leap and you don't know which way is up, because sometimes some days feel like
levitating
it feels like you're in an ocean
it to glide about. The royal
and
wrath
you're trying hard to keep above water,
were all too
but some days you feel like you can't keep your head above water.
years ago. It all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked.
It's okay to feel lost.
Life. One
Heck, I didn't know what I was doing.
just like tonight.
I literally was like talking with an ex of mine, and
Your Highness, this way.
she was like, "Why don't you make a channel?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I looked up tutorial on how to get it started, and I started it, and I was like, "That's great. What do I do now?" I had to learn some things, some good, some things that are not so good.
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
I've dealt with dark days, I've dealt with bright days.
You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you!
The last thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is there's a lot of people out there. A lot of people who don't have your best intentions. No, they don't look for your best intentions. They look out for themselves. They are purely there for fame, fortune. They'll do anything to do it. Alright? I can't control what you guys do. You guys are you. Whatever you do with this after this video is up to you. The one thing I implore you to do is to never lose sight of who you are. Do not become a person who takes advantage of others on this platform. Don't be a person who uses tricks like clickbait titles and thumbnails. Don't be a person who takes the easy way and like you target an impressionable audience to make yourself blow up. Because the worst thing that you could ever do,
His Highness
especially in any aspect of life,
complex. Of all the mage healers in the
is
capital,
lose sight of who you truly are.
when he grew weaker with each passing day, we might lift the curse.
So before you start, or even after you start, I want you to write down the reason why
one way.
you started to do YouTube or Twitch or streaming, content creating of any kind. What's the reason?
I saw him in the fray.
And I don't mean a shallow reason like
Younger even
money,
and
or fame.
I could never
You know,
mistake him
those are valid reasons, you know. Of course, people do it for money.
for royal blood of father.
Anyone who tells you otherwise
The
is a
people
liar.
call him not traitor,
For fame,
but savior for his highness.
you know, people want to feel noticed.
The very future of this country, he must be
But what's the deeper reason?
is to see
Like I said, my reason,
I see.
I hope that one day
He would
someone who's having the worst day possible in their life.
The infamy of the humans. You haven't told
I
us
hope
your
that I can give them comfort
Thank you.
in some way, shape, or form by what I do on this platform. That's my goal. That's the thing. Whenever I lose sight of which way is up and which way is down, that's the thing that I grab onto
Yes.
as a lifeline
You've been carrying a
to
greater
keep
weight
my
than
head
you
above water.
In any case, I owe you my life.
Because if you have something like that,
Let's save this country
it makes
together.
dealing with those days
Once we're out of this
a lot easier.
I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital after all.
It makes it so much
That's
easier
worth celebrating.
because it keeps you who you are. It reminds you why you started. Life can be like a dark tunnel. You may not always see the light, but if you keep moving, eventually you'll arrive at a better place. And that's something that I believe. I'm not the best at what I do. I'm far from the best. There's a lot of other talented individuals other than myself. People who deserve a lot more credit than they do. But I'm me at the end of the day. And it feels good to be me. Staying true to yourself. Not putting on a mask, not wondering who's really you and who's really not. I really didn't mean for this to get so depressing. It's just the reality of things. It's not always bright. I hope everyone out there is happy, safe, enjoying life to some degree. If not, I hope that maybe I can help make your life feel better, I guess. You're not alone out there. And if you're starting out from the bottom, or starting out in general, I wish you all the best. Wish you good luck. I wish you prosperity. I hope you take what I say to heart, because it's important. Thank you.